Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. This video is all about the editing of the short story, and this is going to be the first rounds of edits. And depending on how this round goes, I may not have to do a second round, or the second round will be proofreads. I'm not sure yet. I just wanted to get this video or vlog started so that I can just focus on the editing. I have already done some editing, but I have to go into school now, and I will hopefully sit down and talk to you guys later today and then tomorrow and talk about my whole plan and how it has been going so far and the updates, considering like the short story that I wrote, and that will be published in an anthology in winter, November, December, around that time. So today it's March the 14th, and I'm hopefully gonna be done with the first round by tomorrow, March the 15th. But I will update along the way so I can share this whole process with you guys. So that said, I need to go right now. It's a couple of hours later, and I just wanted to talk a little bit more about what I have done today. So this morning I didn't really have time to film, as you just saw, but I did have time to edit. And I actually was able to get through the whole edit letter, or whatever you want to call it. How this edit went is that I sent in my short story for the contest. They got back to me saying that I won, apparently. Then in March, I think it was the 6th of March, so it is a week ago, I got the short story back with comments in the short story. So basically what the woman that I'm working with for the edit, she basically said that she thought that I only needed one of these edits. She didn't think that she wanted to do any big changes, and so I just needed to do this one edit, and then I would send it back to her. She would look through the edits, give a thumbs up, and then she would be sending the short story to be proofread. For this round of edit, my main problem was sentence structure and specific sentences that I needed to be clear with, or certain things in the story that I needed to be clear with. I made a quick little plan this morning. Editing plan, it says here in Swedish. So the first thing that I wanted to do was to go over all the comments that said delete, basically, or you know, those words that don't necessarily bring anything to the sentence and that could easily be just deleted and the sentence would be stronger without it. So those kind of words, I had quite a few. So the comments that said just delete or change this word to this, or so those quick changes, I went through all of them first because I knew that there would be comments in the short story that would be a little bit heavier, that I would be needing to think on more. It would take me longer time, and I'm sorry about the pencils. You're standing right now in my pencil glass jar thing. So that was the first step, and I did go through that very fast actually. It went by very smoothly, and then I would take the harder comments and the ones that would take me more time and more brain power, I would take those afterwards. So I would just get the easy stuff out of the way, and especially get those comments out of the way so that they wouldn't clutter the document. And here I went through it in the chronological order. So the ones that just said delete, it didn't really matter if I went through it chronologically, but when it was the harder ones, I went from top to bottom. And here's the thing that I think I'm gonna do differently with the big book that I'm gonna edit today. No, not today, this year. My brain is a little bit scattered all over the place right now, so I'm sorry about that, but I don't think I will be doing it this way, separating into easy comments and hard comments, but I just think that I will go through everything chronologically, so chapter by chapter, sentence by sentence. So that's the thing that I think I'm gonna do differently, but as of now, I have already done all of that, and yeah, I couldn't talk to you guys as I was doing it, and I was getting into the zone, so I just wanted to edit. I have also made some comments, like comments on top of her comments, that I'm gonna send back, and I want to get her approval of the new edits, because I did change some more sentence structure surrounding the specific sentence she had commented on. So I want to get her approval of those changes, and I'm gonna send those in tomorrow. Now I have done, like today, 14th, I have done all the edits. Tomorrow I'm going to read through them all, and I'm gonna see if I want to, you know, change it all over again. But I will definitely vlog tomorrow again and talk about how the read through went and if I did change something. So this experience has been really great so far. Nothing to complain on. But I also wanted to update you on the last weekly or last writing vlog that I did when I was writing the horror story. I'm still not done with that, but I did get an email today from the publisher saying that they would want to read it. So when I'm done, I'm gonna send it in to them, and I'm not expecting anything of it. Like I said in that vlog, it's more of an experiment or experience for me, writing something new and having some fun with it. And I did send them the pitch just in case. Like, I am working with them for the short story and the series, so I wanted to send them something else in case, you know. So it was a fun surprise getting that email this morning, and I'm sorry I didn't talk about it then. I'm hoping that they're gonna like it, and yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna go study some science stuff. Peace. It's the next day, and this morning I went through the short story, and I didn't vlog anything because I woke up, or actually last night I began feeling a sore throat, and I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning at night, had a really sore throat, and tried to wash it away with like water, drinking a lot of water. Didn't help. I was feeling off yesterday evening, and I began to feel a sore throat, and then I woke up at night, didn't feel great, woke up in the morning with a snotty nose. So apparently I've come down with something, and it's not COVID, because I had COVID just a couple of weeks ago, a month ago in January I think, but it's something. And so I'm feeling okay. But I managed to read through the whole short story. Like I said, I sent it back to the publisher, and yeah, for today I also finished the last thing that I needed to do for the big assignment that I'm doing for school, that I began in September last year, and that I have been working on up until then every month, and the deadline isn't for like 3 more weeks, so I'm feeling great about that. And then I wanted to update you on my reading, because the last vlog that I did, the horror story that I'm writing, I talked about Brandon Sanderson, about his secret projects, and about that being so much fun and his novels and his creativity seems so much fun. So I wanted to read all of his books, and I started with Mistborn, and I am 100 pages in on the ebook, and it's 100 out of 900 something. So I'm reading that, and I'm also listening to sometimes to Hook, Line and Sinker by Tessa Bailey, the sequel to It Happened One Summer. If you haven't watched my February or March plan with me, you don't know about this, but I have listened to like a lot of Tessa Bailey's rom-coms, her traditionally published ones with the cute covers. It has been such a fun experience so far, but I am listening to that sometimes, like I said, because I am trying to read a book for school, and I'm listening to that most of the time, and it's not really that fun. I know you probably don't care about my reading habits right now, or that I'm sick, or things I'm doing for school, because this channel is mostly about writing. So I'm sorry if you had to stick through that and listen to me. But I will update you again when I have some more updates on the short story. Hello everyone, it's the 21st of March, and I wanted to film a little update clip and talk about the shirt that I'm wearing that I knitted. It's a shirt pattern from petiteknit.com, and it's the Louisiana sweater. I really like it, and it didn't take me that much time actually to do it, so I just wanted to update you on that. I was done with that last Friday, so today's Monday, a new week. I don't know when I last updated you guys. I think it was Tuesday, maybe. Last Tuesday. Anyway, I've been sick. I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I have been sick. But I also wanted to update you on my editing. So the editing is not going well because I haven't gotten back from the editor or the publishers. So I don't know if I should edit more. I think I will hear back from them this week, so I will update you on that and take you along on that process. But I have been writing on the horror story that I talked about in the last weekly writing vlog, or the last writing vlog, and I'm on chapter 11, and chapter 10 in my outline was officially the midpoint, and so chapter 11 is connected to the midpoint, still is the midpoint kind of, and I'm currently at 14,366. So in the last week I did hit 10k, and it was after Tuesday, so I haven't been running that much. But here's the thing with this project, I'm not trying to push it in like a certain amount of time period because I don't have a deadline for it. I don't know what will happen with this project. I'm going to send it to my publisher, and if they want it, then I'm very happy with that. But this is just an experiment for me as a writer, trying to find my own writing style and my writing voice. You have to try different genres and different styles of writing to do that. For example, this is written in a third person POV, but it is a present tense, so she does this and she says that. It's a little bit difficult trying to explain this since I'm writing it in Swedish and grammar is not the same in Swedish as in English, so that may be completely wrong, but third person present tense. And this is the thing, I'm trying to experiment with writing because I am usually writing in third person past tense, and that is my comfort zone. I don't know why, when I was younger I always wrote in first person, but since I've gotten older I have read so many fantasy YA books, especially from third person past and third person present. It was because of that I leaned on third person past so much. So I wanted to branch out of my comfort zone with this one. Not going the full way with first person, but I'm doing it present. Because this is a horror story and I really wanted it to feel like you are present in this moment, or the characters are present in this moment. This is happening right now and it's scary as shit. I don't know if it's scary actually. I have never written anything horror before outside of schoolwork. So I don't know if it's scary. I don't know if I can actually write horror in the horror genre. Probably not. I think that this story may have the vibes and the aesthetic and the feel of a horror, but I don't think it's scary, you know? But anyway, so I'm at chapter 11, like I said, or I have written chapter 11. I wrote that yesterday. I feel like I can achieve the goal of hitting 30k with this draft, and that is fun because when I sent the pitch to the publisher, I said that this was going to be 40,000 words. And parentheses, the word count may change because I haven't written the full draft yet. So it feels great to have at least 30,000 words and not 20,000 words, because that is the half of what I originally said to them. So it would feel like kind of lying. But 30,000 words I can work with. Trying to reach at least 1,000 words per chapter. I think I have surpassed 1,000 words for every chapter that I have written. So it's about the chapter that I just wrote yesterday is 1,300 words. If I do the math, shall I do the math? I love doing these kinds of things. I don't know if it's healthy to do this. We need a kind of midpoint of what my chapters actually are. The chapter before was only 1,010 words, and the chapter before that was 1,500. So I think I'm gonna put 1,200 or 1,300 actually. 1,300 times how many chapters do I have left? 6, 7, 8. And the 9th chapter is actually the epilogue. And I actually don't know how this book is going to end. Either it goes to hell and everything goes wrong and death, essentially. Or I have a kind of happy ending, a bittersweet ending. I haven't decided yet. So if my calculations are correct, or they are correct, but if I actually end up writing 1,300 words per chapter, that is the question. But if I end up doing that, it is 11,700 words, so 11,700 plus 14,000. Okay, it actually is 25,000 here. So almost 30k. Man, I really want to hit 30k with this draft, so I'm gonna try to hit 30k, and if I end up hitting 25k at the end of this draft, I will go through the whole draft and reading it through, and I will go through it on my iPad actually, and take notes on my iPad of what scenes actually needs more filling, I guess, or more details, or there needs to be happening something more here, more action, or a cliffhanger at page 30, or I don't know. I'm sorry for the abrupt ending there, but I started writing, essentially. And I don't think I'm gonna write anything more today. I am halfway through the chapter, I think. And in this chapter, they are going to find out certain things that were going on in the beginning of the book or the story. So the puzzle pieces are essentially going to come into place the closer I get to the ending. There's that happening, and there's also a cliffhanger at the end that kickstarts the whole third act, I guess. So the second act wasn't that long, if I could say so myself. In the beginning of the second act, There was a lot of calmer scenes, a lot of investigation kind of. They were just walking around trying to find a way out of the situation. Now begins the real end battle, or the stakes are raised. So I'm really happy with what I wrote today. I think maybe it's boring. They are essentially just walking and trying to figure out a situation for the main character's girlfriend because something happened to her. And so they need to, or the main character needs to figure out a new plan going forward, and they're going to find out some crazy shit. So I'm gonna think on that and not write anything more now or today because I need to get going soon and I'm going to be in school for a long time today. But the good news is that I am free from school tomorrow. So I'm thinking on doing like a 24-hour writeathon either tomorrow or Thursday. So I'm going to try to write as much as I can and maybe write up to 3,000 words, doing some word sprints or something. So maybe I'm going to do that tomorrow. And that is, of course, depending on if I do get the response back from the editor or the publisher. I don't know what to call her. She is one of the owners of the company or the publishing house, and she is reading my book and giving feedback on the short story. So she is an editor, but she's also the publisher, one of the publishers. So I don't know what to call her. Yeah, depending on that, we'll see how I do tomorrow, but hopefully going to write a lot tomorrow. Hello, it's March 23rd, so it's the Wednesday. I just wanted to update you on how it went yesterday with the writeathon thing. My goal was to write 3,000 words. I ended up writing 1,900, so almost 2,000 words, and I'm very happy with it. But I wrote 511 words today. Now I actually ended up putting 2 chapters into one. So I have one less chapter, but in one of the chapters there was nothing happening. So I wanted to have those 2 chapters combined. So now I only have 6 chapters left to write. I actually talked to my Swedish teacher and I asked him if he wants to read, because he has said before that he wants to keep reading the chapters that I have written, not only the chapter that was the assignment. So I'm sending him more chapters and he is essentially going to act as a beta read because I asked him and he said that he would like to, but at the same time he has a lot of other stuff, so I won't be having this kind of pressure on him to actually read it and finish it and give thoughts on it, but he may be able to read some more today. But enough of that. I don't think I will be updating you anymore on this, maybe just a word count update, but I'm saving up this space left in this vlog so that it won't be so long. I'm saving up that space for the short story, which this whole vlog was supposed to be about. So that's the update for today. I hope that I can update you tomorrow or next week. We'll see. It would be fun if I would be done with this horror story that I'm working on right now, this short novel. It would be fun if I would be done with that when I'm talking to you next. But we'll just have to wait and see. And you will see it right after this. Me, I have to wait a couple of days. So that's that. Hello and welcome to the end of this writing vlog. So the plan for this writing vlog was that the focus would be directed to the short story and the editing. But that went by so fast that I had space to do other things. So I talked about my short story novel, the horror story that I'm writing, and a little bit outside of that. But I'm here to say that I got back from the publisher. Today it's April the 4th. And she said that everything looked really great and that she approved of the changes and that she has sent the short story to be proofread by their own proofreader in the publishing house. That is going to be proofread, and I don't know when I will get that back because she is doing all the proofreads, which is, all the praise to her. So I don't know when I will get the short story back. So the next time you will see me talk about this, maybe in the summertime, but I'm really happy with that I managed to edit it and it was approved. It felt really nice, but I will do a separate vlog for that later in the summer. But now just to update you a little bit on the short novel that I'm doing. I have had a break from writing for the last couple of days, maybe 4 days or something, and I am on chapter 16. I just finished chapter 16 and it was really short. It was only like 600 words. What I'm finding with this is that I'm trying to make a 40k novel, but I don't really have the plot or the character development for a 40k novel, like a short novel. So I'm finding it hard to like fill out each chapter to be at least over 1000 words. And so these last couple of chapters are probably going to be shorter ones. But for April now, I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna put it aside, and then I don't think I will pick it up until like after I have edited God's Rotten Ruin once. But after this, I have a plan on writing the first couple of chapters of the sequel to God's Rotten Ruin. So I'm really excited about the new writing vlogs coming up, but that will be the end of this writing vlog. I have managed to edit a whole short story and it was approved by the editor, and I also managed to write a couple of thousand words. With that said, leave a like and a comment below and let me know what you are working on right now. Is a writing project going well, or are you taking a writing break like I am about to do after finishing this? And subscribe, because I post a new video every week, every Thursday, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!